Hello, crypto party people! I'm Fink, and this is my NFT show. Hello, everyone. I have a great show for you today. Got an interview with Binky from The-Binki-Initiative, and it got a little long-winded. It's easy to do that. We all love talking about our projects, and this is a big project to cover. Such a great dude. It's all for charity, so check it out. Here's the interview with Binky from The-Binki-Initiative. Hello, everyone. I
Um,
am here with Binky from The-Binki-Initiative. How you going? How's it going, man?
it's going good. How are you, Finks?
Pretty good. Just finished up eating with the family. Now having this interview with you. Uh, Thanks for being here. Got on to try and set this interview up with this dude and said, "Hey, man, when would you be available?" And he said, "Oh, I'm actually free the rest of the night," which I am not used to. Usually I'm used to people wanting a week or wanting to wait till a drop is out or something, and this is awesome. Let's fucking go.
Let's go, baby.
Heck yeah. So, you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. So I am 29 years old. I live in Brooklyn, New York. I have a degree in applied mathematics, which I did absolutely nothing with. I ended up going into freelance carpentry, which is great. I love the work that I do. I also do philanthropic consulting. So I work with companies whenever they need to do a fundraiser or collect money for their organization or do anything that involves them collecting money, doing a charity, or any kind of like funding work. I have a bunch of different hobbies. I snowboard, I paintball, I play football, a bunch of different things. Try to keep myself active throughout the day, and that's the gist of it.
Well, sounds like a pretty busy life. Sounds like a fun one. Paintballing and snowboarding. You'll be
I try to
snowboarding
be.
not long up in New York.
Yeah, I know. Well, not for too long. Hopefully, you're gonna be out of New York soon.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to get out of my area too. I hear that. So, tell us a little bit about the Binky Initiative.
Right. So the Binky Initiative is an NFT collection for charity. What we do is through the sales of our NFTs and through funding through our NFTs, we start developing products based on our name, which is the Binky name. We're going to be making Binky pacifiers, Binky swaddle blankets, Binky cribs, Binky stuffed toys, Binky feeding bottles. We want to replace. We want to take over the baby industry in hospitals because my cousin a couple months ago had a baby, and when I was over at the hospital and I saw the stuff and the blankets and the pacifiers that they're giving these babies, I was disgusted. And I was like, I can't let this keep going on. I need to try to make a change myself. And this is my way of trying to make that change and help babies in hospitals across, the world. Because if babies aren't getting the best care in the hospitals here, I wonder what it's like in other countries.
How about it, dude? That is just absolutely awesome. Very inspiring. Good work you're doing. Amazing. I mean, there's so much money to be had in this NFT world, and a lot of people are just grabbing at it for themselves. And it's really cool to see you, using the platform and trying to get some of that for a good cause.
Of course, listen, at the end of the day, babies and kids are our futures. We're adults already, we made our little mark on the world, we're starting to do that, but at the end of the day, when we're gone, it's going to be our kids, the babies being born now. They're our future. We got to make sure they're taken care of from the beginning.
Yes, we do. Uh, do you have any kids?
I do not. I'm actually unhappily single.
I hear that. Yeah, I feel count my lucky stars every day that I have what I have. That's I always say. People are always asking how you know when you're successful and all that. And to me, I already am. Like I already have the stuff, stuff I needed. I got the woman and child. I got a place. This is all in fun to me.
That's true. Listen, the close ones are the ones that you need in life. They're going to be there with you to the end.
Yep. So, well, you kind of went over that. The inspiration for starting out this project was the whole seeing the current care that are in some of the hospitals now here. What made you
Yeah.
decide to take that in the direction of NFTs and this Binky character you've made?
So the way, actually, believe it or not, the way this Binky character came about was I was just playing around on Cinema 4D while watching Invader Zim, and I was watching Invader Zim, looking at Cinema 4D, looking around my desk at like a Funko that I had, looking at Invader Zim, not even paying attention. And next thing you know, I have this headpiece, and like the shape of the body. I'm sitting there, I'm like, huh, this thing is adorable.
Right?
I'm like, I wonder what I could do with this. And as I started building them, I started doing different sculptures. I started putting like different little traits on them. Like you saw the Ronin Binky, the one with with the Ronin mask and the samurai sword. Like that just I was one day watching a show about samurais while making Binkies, and I was just like, huh, Binky samurai,
Right?
probably a good idea.
That's awesome, and that's actually one of the questions I asked too. There, like, where do you get the inspiration for the individual binkies? What makes you decide to do a Halo binge? Was you just on a Halo binge one night and decided to do the Halo ones, and
Yeah,
kind
that's
of take it
exactly what
according
it
to what
was.
you're doing in real life at the time?
Yeah, well, not even in real life, I just find inspiration from everywhere. I made a golf binky that's actually not been released yet, but will be released. There are little images of it all over Twitter and Instagram if you look for it. But that's gonna be released into. The reason I got that inspiration was because I was watching football on a Sunday, and during one of the commercial breaks for football, it was a golf commercial, and I was just, huh, golf binky.
Right?
So literally, inspiration comes from who knows where. It could be from a TV commercial. Could be I could step like in some dog waste by accident and get mad and look up and get inspiration from a cloud shape or something. Who knows?
It could be going to the Giants game and deciding you're doing a football binky.
Yeah, actually, I was so depressed that the Giants keep losing that I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna make a winning giant binky, and I ended up making a football binky because he never loses. He's adorable.
Right? Yeah, I'm glad you said that word because I'm always cautious. I've said that to people before, dude. I think your stuff it's creepy yet it's adorable. I said that to somebody, and I could like feel them rolling their eyes at me for calling their stuff adorable. Because I don't think that's a word a lot of times guys want associated with their work. And whenever I first saw these, that was my very first reaction. Was like, those are just freaking adorable. They're just cute little things.
They are. Listen, they're not. Especially, it's a charity for kids. They gotta be cute and adorable. Because if I'm not making cute and adorable things, these kids are never gonna want them.
Right, and I believe I said that to you before in conversation on one of the discords or whatever. That I really think if you anybody out there, if you buy a binky, you actually get you have a form you can fill out and send in, and whenever they put them into production, you'll get a stuffed binky toy. And I just think that's so awesome. Binky here said that, oh, it's just a little thing we do, and to me though, that like it's little things like that can do big things. As I know, I'm always trying to get my kid into art and get her to paint and get her just to check out my NFTs, and she's just way too busy. Just has no interest. Here and there, I've got her to look a little bit, and I think like doing something like that, like giving her the stuffy first, and then introducing her to the character on my phone, showing her the NFT, like that's just a genius way to to get them in from all angles.
Yeah, absolutely. And we do have a roadmap, but the roadmap that I made, I call it a living document. The roadmap that I have is going to be shaped by the community. It's going to be shaped by what the community wants to contribute to. It's going to be shaped by possible factors in the future. Because who knows, maybe we'll be able to 501c3 ourselves sooner than we think. And if we become a nonprofit sooner, the entire plan is going to change. But
Right.
I appreciate the thank yous and everything for stuff. We just feel like everyone should get a little binky for themselves just so they see a real life character. Kids are gonna love them. We have little prototypes of them made up already, and all the prototypes are adorable. It's just there's like 6 of them, and we have no idea which one to choose because they're all too like way 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 too cute. Um, but other than that, we have so many utilities planned. Like if you own a Binky, you're gonna be able to get into any of our charity funds. We're working with artists from New York and from other areas and areas around us and areas around the country to come together and do like a Binky concert fund for like a hospital in the area or hospitals in the area. So if you own a Binky, you automatically get a ticket to any of the concerts or the fund events, anything we do like in galleries, any Binky event that happens. As long as you have a Binky in your wallet, you could come free of charge.
That is totally awesome. That's some cool utility right there too. I said it's also the stuffy's cool utility. I've yet to see somebody else that sends you a stuffy. I think I've seen some like ones where you get a NFT, you get like the physical version or something like that. But I think the stuffy that's the step above right there.
Oh, absolutely. And wait till it comes in. You might not want to give it to your daughter because you're like, this thing is way too cute.
Yeah, that that's been an issue before. I'm bad about that. Kids give you an excellent excuse to buy yourself toys.
Oh, I know. You don't understand why I wanted a kid so bad. I want to go buy Lego, but it looks weird when a 29-year-old guy just walks into a kids section and buys Lego.
Yeah, I know all about that. I believe a couple of the videos I've actually done in my kids' playroom, which is just like pink with these purple hearts all over the place, and then there's a table that is just mounded up on top with all these Batman Legos. That's my doing. And sadly, they're turning into a mess because at first we put them back there and she was too small to reach them, and then now every time I go back there to clean or something, I see that all my Legos have been moved and reconstructed and all that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Curious
For the record,
minds.
I bought most of them before I had a kid, so I definitely went through the whole getting going and buying the Legos thing, getting the looks there.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, listen, I still do it. I don't care. I gotta get my Legos. I gotta get my little toys here and there. If a new GI Joe drops, gotta grab it just for the collection.
I do the DC Legos and like the DC animated cartoons. I have like all the DC movies, whatever it is, animated at live action. But anyhow, back to you. Yeah, this is, tell us a little bit more because I know it's difficult. This guy, like, hey, the work you've been putting in. I know I've seen you on Discord and in the chats and all that, and hey, you never sleep. You don't like it's small little spurts here and there. For the most part, this guy is on this, making these binkies, especially there before his drop. He was always doing it. And then now I know this whole becoming an actual nonprofit. You give people a little of an idea of what's included with that, because that's a real pain in the ass to do something good.
Yeah. Let me tell you, the bureaucracy and the paperwork. So first, we have to apply for an interview. After the interview, we get a remark or a response from them, whether they want us back for another interview. Then we go for a secondary interview. Once we pass that, then we have to meet with our local senators and congress people and pitch it to them in an interview. After that, we finally get the right to fill in an application. From there, that's the easy part. Is fill out the application, pay the fee, get in, make sure all our tax work is correct, make sure all the listings are correct, and that's it. And once the application's in, it's gonna be a little bit from there, and we officially become a 501c3 nonprofit.
Incredible, and like I said, that's a lot. I know it is. I know I looked into it once for something and just saw all the different loops that they make you jump through. It's crazy. Especially, as I said,
It
do
is.
something good. You're trying to do something nice, do something good, do something for children, and yeah, it jumps you through some hoops to get there, though.
Just between me, myself, and I between the charity fund meetings I'm meeting with possible investors who want to do like little charity collaborations with me, between meeting with people who are going to be developing our products, the Binky pacifier, the feeding bottle, things like that, because no one company is going to develop all of it. So
Right.
I have to meet with like 12, 13 different companies day in, day out. Then I have to create Binkies. I work on the actual roadmap every single day. So there's a different kind of development every single day, and that roadmap changes every single day. Aside from that, I'm also on doing all my social media. I'm on Twitter, Telegram, Instagram, Discord, and we signed up with a couple of really cool people that we met on Twitter. There was Dijaux. It's DIJAUX.com, which is a really cool. It's like Instagram for NFTs,
Yeah,
and
I
we also
actually use it.
made.
I love them. Yeah.
Yeah, the show is great, and they promote you for free. They
Yeah,
like
exactly.
every couple of days, I'll get like a tweet mentioning me, and there'll be them showing off one of our NFTs. Like, yo, check this out, and it's amazing. It's just all you have to do is just sign up, post, and they will do everything else for you.
There for a while, I was trying to remember, and I was just posting one because I got them like after had been doing this for a while, and I was just like putting one on a day, and it was awesome because I'd make a post about it or whatever and put it on, and then it was always like 3-4 hours later they'd be coming up with their own separate post for it, saying look, check out this showcased artist and all that, and yeah, like you said, it don't cost a penny. You literally just sign up and use them, and they're great.
Yeah, and you can always interact with the other artists. Sorry, I'm an immigrant, but um, you always it's literally Instagram for NFTs. You follow the artists, you comment on each other's pictures, you like each other's stuff, But the best thing about it is every single time, every single post has the link to the OpenSea or to the foundation or whatever marketplace you're selling your NFT on.
Yep.
So people don't have to sit there and guess where it is. They just, it's right there. It's
Yep.
a very good website.
It is. Yeah, I've been with them for a few months now. They're really awesome. Uh,
Yeah.
the
So yeah, I do all that pretty much by myself day in and day out,
Now
along
is
with
it
my regular work of being a
does
freelance carpenter.
right? Yeah, that's crazy. You know, now that you say that, it makes sense. Looking at the Binkis, that you're a carpenter. Is now you see there's a
You
lot of
can tell
different
a
like
little bit.
flooring styles that are like covered the Binky's body there. There's different like the wooden panel Binky and
Oh yeah, the uncommon ones. Yeah, those are my own special little touch because I build things. I get bored
marble
and I just
Binkies,
build a
yeah,
chair.
marble wooden.
Yeah,
I really like the
yeah,
abstracts.
that's
I'm a colors guy. I say that in like all the videos. I'm always putting up pretty NFTs. I like the colorful stuff, and I really like the abstracts. They're really cool looking.
they're super bright. There's a lot of colors, and actually one of them has a special color on it where it's spatial and it looks like the skin on it, the material doesn't actually turn with the binky. It's like an illusion kind of.
That's cool.
It's the only one like that.
And and that's another different thing actually. Since you mentioned that, if you get a Binky, I don't have it up right now, but if you get one of these, whenever you pull it up on OpenSea, it actually you get unlockable content, and that includes like one that you can sit there and move around with your finger, check it out from all angles and all that. It's really neat.
Oh yeah, that's the airdrop. That's actually the our kind of a logo. It's the front. If you're looking at a binky from the front, that would be its head.
Yeah,
So
I thought
yeah,
that was
we
neat
we
though. I didn't
figured,
even I didn't even know that till I just so happened like I was swiping up or whatever and went by it and like instead of the screen moving, the picture flipped. And I was like, "What?
yeah,
That's cool shit."
yeah. I was just sitting there. I was like, I saw these airdrops that other like collections are doing, and I'm just like, huh. I'm like, what could I do that's a little different? I'm like, oh, a 3D, movable image, and that's what came around from it. I figured, just give my community something a little different than what everyone else is giving theirs.
It all goes over. They said it's all for kids, and I think kids are gonna love it. I really do. I mean, I always think whenever I'm shopping, being a Lego guy, and I go shopping for kids, I always think like, what would I like? If it was me gonna play with something, like what would I want? And I always get all the nieces and nephews all the best toys, not to brag or anything, but I do. And I feel like you definitely
Being
kind of
modest,
apply the
being
same
modest.
kind of mentality to this. Like you can tell, like looking at them, I look at them and think like, dude, my kid would love that. Like it's so pretty.
They are, and not even that. There's just like I'm gonna send you over a picture of a prototype once we actually have the full prototype made, and you're gonna see why what makes this stuff Binky like so special. Is the Binkies themselves are adorable, but there's the added factor of it being a plush and like soft,
It's gonna
and the
look
way
like
we
a
did
little
it is we
marshmallow
made
man.
yeah. So if you noticed on the actual Binky, the legs and the head aren't connected; they float.
Yeah,
Um, so the head is going to be connected on the stuffed binky, but it's going to be a very small connection towards the middle, so it's going to be hard to see. But the legs are going to be connected by like a string, so they're going to be dangling. So you'll be able to sit him and have like his legs dangling over the side, or you'll be able to like walk around with him and his legs will dangle back and forth as you're like playing with him.
that'll be cool. You can make them
So
walk.
there's a whole bunch of things, it gives kids like a little more imagination to work with.
Right? That's awesome, man. Yeah, we're already up over 20 minutes. As I said, it's so easy to do on these. I try to keep them short, but it's hard to do because we all just love talking about our projects, and this is an awesome project, and there's so much to it.
There is. Well, we didn't even announce more than like 10% of everything. So everything that's been announced right now is just the tip of the iceberg.
Right? And it's incredible. Like I said, it's so much. There's so much to this. I say you're not just doing a couple things. The fact that you're doing like cribs, that's a big product. Like I'm sure. I mean, I don't. Do you have to do the developers put stuff into manufacturing, or do you have to after it's developed then go find a manufacturer too?
No, so I have to hire someone to be the architect of designing it behind what I want it to look like. So I tell a guy who puts it together and makes a 3D rendering of my idea of it, and then he gives me the rendering, and then I have to go to manufacturers myself and talk to manufacturers, tell them the scale of it, the sizes of it, tell them what like the widths are, what material I want to use. So yeah, that's what I've been doing personally. Actually, going to manufacturers myself because I want to
Dude,
make sure it's going to be good product. I don't want to send somebody, and next thing I know, I make a product that's not up to my standard.
you are one of the most admirable people in this whole freaking NFT space, man. I'll tell you what. Just, I mean, what you're
I
doing is
appreciate you.
amazing. It's awesome. And then just the drive and ambition behind you. That's a lot of work you're putting in this for to not even benefit yourself. That's absolutely incredible.
Well, now you know why I don't sleep.
Right? Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely get that. Before we go, is there any thank yous, shout outs you'd like to give?
Yes, of course. First of all, I have to thank Finks here, Mr. at Crypto Connecty 4 on Twitter. You guys make sure you follow him. Amazing newsletters, great guy, always retweeting, always showing other artists. And I have to thank the OGs, Zero Drew on Twitter, Baby ETH on Twitter, the original Moonland Institute homies. We're all looking out for each other. We're looking out for other artists. I'm glad to have you guys in the group and to be on the team with everyone.
It's been a really great group, yeah. Really, yeah. It's been around for not long, and there's already a really high level of camaraderie there. It's pretty cool.
It's beyond. I honestly, I would pit our little group against any community in the NFT space.
Right?
I'm pretty sure we might have done more than 99% of the NFT group communities out there, just from helping that one Thai guy out alone and
Right?
changing his
Yeah, that's
life and
awesome.
putting thousands of dollars in his pocket,
That was incredible. Yep, changing lives.
little by little.
Right?
It's the
Starting
NFT
out with
game.
this whole NFT community, and shortly here with the infants and babies in the hospital to everybody in the hospital. If this supplies are going to be in the hospitals.
That's correct. Be on the lookout in the next couple of years. You have another kid. That kid
Right? I
might have a
can't wait to
Binky
be walking through
pacifier.
the hall of a hospital. Hopefully, I'm not in a hospital for any reason, but nonetheless, sure, I can't. I can't wait to just be walking through a random hospital and see one of these little Binky toys somewhere. That's just gonna make me smile. They're like, I know that dude. That's crazy shit.
That's good. That's the goal, man. That's the goal.
Well, I think you're gonna
Well,
go. This man here is going to the moon. Thank you so much, Binky, for coming on to the show. It's awesome. Like I said, you're doing incredible things, man. Keep it up.
thanks. I appreciate you. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you for giving me the space. And I really enjoy your shows. You're getting better with these, and sooner or later, once you get your editing down and everything, you're gonna be top of the market for NFTs.
Thank you much, man. That about wraps it up. I'll talk to you here shortly on the Discord, and thanks again for coming on, man. It's been great.
It sounds good, bro. Ham has been good with you too. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, that about wraps up the show. Thank you for tuning in. Binky, man, thank you so much for coming on the show. This was a great time. I really enjoyed talking to you. I learned a lot. You're obviously a very smart man. You're a very driven man. The things you're doing are for charity and children, and that's just a beautiful thing. You are an absolutely amazing member of this NFT community. And I hope once you get your nonprofit all up and running that you'll come back and give us an update and we can keep track here on the Finks NFT show of where the Binki-Initiative is going, because I know I'm very excited to follow your journey. So everybody, please check out the Binki-Initiative. The links will be in the description. While you're at it, check out Fink. My links will be in the description. Latest drop here, I did a collaboration with Chang Monsters, the gentleman that makes the Ozzy the Chameleon NFTs. As you can see, there's my Ozzy the Chameleon. Soulless style, of course. It's what I do. Had a lot of fun doing that. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. Please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time on Fink's NFT Show.